I think I just realized a great opportunity to make money under this trade war, and I want to share with you guys. As you know, the tariff is still ongoing these days. After Trump's 125% tariffs, China announced on April 11th that it would be imposed another 125% counter tariff on the US. At this point, the numbers themselves is no longer matters, because 100% and 1000% are essentially the same. It just means China and US trade has been basically decoupled. I don't really want to talk about this today, but I'd rather discuss something more interesting. I just made a video for it and tried to upload it several times, but it got blocked every time. So this time, I will try to illustrate it with a more delicate way. So, China announced a policy on 9th April called Offshore Tax Refund, which allows for instant tax refund on purchases made by foreigners. Plus, there is now a visa-free policy for 240 hours, which is 10 days. That means foreigners can easily get refund on their purchase in China during their journey. Not just for Americans, but for anyone from any country. Let's take an example. I got a friend Eric. He was my colleague in Ireland, and now he already moved to New York. So the thing is, he can fly to China with the $800 tickets and spend 10 days here with his visa-free time, drinking with me, sightseeing, taking photos. If he wants, he can buy like $10,000 worth of anything, like electronics, let's say power bank. So he can buy 500 power banks at $20 each in China for collection. By the way, we are not talking about the cheap ones, we are talking about the high quality branded ones. In my previous video, I talked about the pricing issue in US. I'm also involved in the foreign trade, so let's be straightforward. I can tell you that the production cost of a power bank is around $10 to $15. People here will pay $20, buy it in store. And after it arriving in US, due to various markups, it's likely come up to $50. So, let's back to Eric. Happy time is short-lived. Time for him to back now. With his suitcase full of 500 power banks, he goes to Beijing airport tax refund counter, and he will get a 10% VAT refund from the Chinese government. One thing I need to highlight, the VAT is a tax on good itself. It needs to be paid to government when the product been sold. It's the same all around the world. Well, tariffs are a completely different thing. It's on import and export companies. Eric, as a tourist, he just bought some small toys for personal collection, so he doesn't have to pay tariffs, but need to pay VAT. And China will refund this VAT to Eric in airport or in the store. It depends on where he bought it, wholesale or retail. Which means, eventually, he only spent $9,000 for all those power banks. And then, when Eric returned to US, he found that due to the tariff and inflation, power bank in New York might already have risen from $50 to $80 each. So at this point, he has two options. First, he can use these power banks for himself, which would last him for a really long time. Or, well, I gotta be careful with my word, I don't want this video to be blocked again. Or, my friend Eric, he can exchange this power bank with local people who need them. Let's do some quick math. I know Eric for a long time, he's a good guy, but he still needs to pay for his loan as well. So, let's say, if Eric wants to exchange these power banks with the locals, I believe he will be happy to exchange them at $40 each, which is half of the market price. As a result, he could exchange these power banks for $20,000. That's basically an $11,000 profit, which is more than 100%. In this model, everyone's happy. I will be happy because I meet my old friend and my factory sold out power banks and make money. Eric will be happy as well because he spent a great time with me and earned around $11,000. And the people who got the power banks from Eric are happy as well because they got products at half of the market price, or probably is even lower than the market price before the trade war. So everybody's happy. Why not? Why not? The only problem is that in this model, almost no money goes into government's pockets. I wouldn't say the Chinese government is happy, but I gotta say they are okay with it. They even introduced the tax refund policy to make it easy for foreigners to refund the tax money back, which would otherwise go into government's pockets. I'm not sure what the US government will think about this, but you know better than me, so please leave in a comment. This model is benefit for everyone in this chain. Like I said, the tariff war is hurting normal people, but it also brings many potential opportunities to normal people. The giant whale falls, whale list all kinds of rise. And probably you should start looking for flight tickets to China now.